Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Bubblegum Reviews. My name is Steve, and today's review will be on the TV show The Golden Girls, which I do not own, but I just finished it about 3 days ago. This is the first time I've actually watched the whole show. As a kid, I do remember watching some of the episodes at my grandma's house because she had her TV lineup that she'd watch, and this was one of her shows, as well as stuff like Cheers and Frasier, and I believe Everybody Loves Raymond, and Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune. She had the lineup, man. Tom and Jerry. But anyways, in this we have B. Arthur, Betty White, and Estelle Getty. So those are the three that I'm familiar with. There is cameos in this as well, but I'm not going to name every cameo that I know because that's just crazy. A little quick summary into the show is so this is about three best friends who decide to move in together, and it kind of explores each their lives and their daily routines and whatnot. So I should say four best friends, but three best friends and one of the best friends' mother. Anyways, so first things first, after watching this show, the one thing I noticed is right up till about the end of season 5, this show was just, for me, it was clicking. Everything was doing good. Uh, the whole thing just really fell into place for me. After season 5, I felt like the show went downhill. For one, I felt like they were just going through the motions kind of thing. My two favorite characters in this was Sophia and Dorothy. Especially Sophia. She was probably my number one. She was throughout the whole show. She was just like a pistol. She had her little wisecracks and everything, and she was hilarious. Dorothy in the early seasons was just the same way. I know they were supposed to be Italian, so they had that Italian blood and everything. But yeah, Dorothy in the early part of the show, she was great. But near the end, I felt like she was just kind of, like I said, going through the motions, annoyed, and it just didn't seem like the same Dorothy from before. Betty White, I mean, how can you not like Betty White? Her character kind of got annoying over time, but she still was pretty funny. Like overall, the one person I felt like the show did not need was Blanche. Really didn't. Um, and just to say that, I will be watching. I'm actually started the other night. I started the Golden Palace, which is the one of the spin-offs for the Golden Girls. It's got everybody pretty much except for Dorothy is not the. She's not a lead. I noticed she is in the show, but she's just not a lead. So as I said, the show kind of fell off after season 5. You could totally tell. One of the things is my interesting fact about the show is part of the reason I feel like the show turned out the way it did. The ending of the show was not bad. One of my favorite, not all-time greatest actors, but he's in like the slapstick kind of movies is Leslie Nielsen. He ends up being in the show, and I'm a huge fan of his, so I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. But I don't have a whole lot to say about, this, and this, and this, and this. The writing is kind of cool. I like the house. I really, really like the house. Like, I noticed that they sold the house for $4 million. Is that house worth $4 million? Probably not, but the inside of that house was super cool. I know it was super old looking, but I liked it. I thought it was really cool. Like, if I had the money to buy that house and I had extra money left over, I'd probably buy that house because I liked the setup that it was from what you could see, of course. But anyways, so creator, we have Suzanne Harris, who also has done shows such as Benson, Soap. Never seen these, but I am familiar with them. And The Golden Palace, which is the one that I'm currently starting. Just to kind of give you a fill-in if you're not familiar with it. It stars Betty White, Estelle Getty, and Blanche. I don't really know her name. And it also has Cheech and Don Cheadle. So, like, come on. I enjoyed the first episode. I hope it's not just a train wreck, but I'm going to give it its fair shake just because the cast in it is kind of pulling me in. Anyways, IMDb gave this show an 8 out of 10. I gave it a 6.5 out of 10. Overall, I enjoyed the show, but with the sudden slip after season 5 of it just kind of going downhill for me, that definitely took a little ding out of my likeness. I will give them credit though; they played the same intro song from season 1 all the way up until the final episode, so that was really cool because not a lot of shows do that. Home Improvement, they changed the song throughout the show. Family Matters, they changed the song. Just not all the shows do that. Some do, but when they do it, if the song is good and they do it, I give them props for that because everybody thinks that change is necessary when it's not. So yes. Anyways, the show itself won 11 Emmys. That's pretty damn good. So the one thing about this show that I really was like hoping for before I go into my interesting facts is that they all got along. Like outside of the show, they were just like best friends. So in the show, it made it all that much better. Unfortunately, Betty White and B. Arthur did not get along during the shooting of this show. They were at each other's throats, which at times you can definitely tell in the show that that's the case. And obviously, like I said, after the later seasons, you can tell, and it just hurts the show. It hurts like my rating because of it. And the other thing is, this has nothing to do with that, but this is another interesting fact. You know how they always, let's have some cheesecake. They always like think over a piece of cheesecake. You know what's funny? In Men in Black, when he's like, I think it's the third one, he's like, I need a piece of pie so I can think. What is the deal with that? Is that like an actual thing that old people think actually works? You need a slice of pie or cake or something, and that helps you think? But yeah, anyways, the cheesecake deal. So they actually consumed over 100 cheesecakes during this show. And B. Arthur actually hated cheesecake, so there was that. But yeah, the show itself overall is actually a really fun show. The main reason for me watching this show is because of Betty White's passing. I figured this was kind of a way to honor her passing. And I never saw the show, so I figured, hey, what the hell? Let's go ahead and give it a shot. Overall, not a bad show. But like I said, after the end of season 5 to the final, it definitely falls off for me, and that kind of dings up my likeness for it. But it's definitely worth a watch if you've never seen the show. So yeah, that's all for this one. Stay tuned. Up next, I do not know what I will be watching. It can either be The Illusionist, the movie, or it could be the TV show Happy, or it could possibly be the TV show Star Wars Rebels. I'm not sure. I have some options. I don't want to say yes or no to one yet, so just stay tuned. Like and subscribe. Check out my letterbox. Check out my eBay. I just put up a bunch of new movies. Also, last but not least, either like this review or start eating that trash can.